Yeah. Well, I had the conversation quite a bit. What was it, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
For that 24 hours when we all thought we were going to win the $2 billion lottery.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So what was the answer? Like you would just what hobby would you pick up just to do a job for fun? Probably sports media, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
I mean, I probably would. I would just work less, but I would. I think I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to actually work at the bar, but I would like to own a bar like in Cabo.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So you'd be a candidate to be on Tapper's show and just get yelled at because you don't know how to run a bar.
I would find somebody that was very competent at running a bar, and I would just own it.
Would you?
Just
You might
hang
actually be a pretty good bar owner. Although I think you'd drain the profits by having your pals there, and you're not a big drinker, but I think you treat everyone else to a lot of drinks. So that's always a problem when they don't control what's going out.
Yeah, but also in this scenario, I'd won the lottery. I don't really care.
So I'm finding out that your dream job actually may be.
Yeah.
Is this a real thing? A kid was asked what his dream job is, and he said what?
On the Little League World Series, they list your dream job, on the little profile.
Yeah.
He said a chicken nugget taste tester.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'd be down with that.
It depends. I mean, how many is there like a quota for how many you have to taste per day? Because we already found out our limits. We've crushed nuggets in here. 100 was too many for 3 hours.
We couldn't do it.
No.
I mean, there's got to be a limit, right?
I would hope so.
You ever watch? I watched these. I was watching Iron Chef last night, an old one,
okay.
And I'm like, they can't eat all this food back to back to like. They're gorging themselves, even though the portions are kind of small. I'm like, how much food can you eat?
Aren't they eating like a couple bites from each plate?
I guess, but a lot of times it's like 5 courses.
Yeah, it's a couple bites from each one. I think you're all right.
I'm chubby, but I don't think I can. I'm not a volume eater.
We just saw that girl the other day on TikTok eat 10 pounds of noodles.
Right. High level athlete. I said yesterday, I can't do 10 pounds of noodles either. Could you do a pound of noodles? I can do a pound of noodles.
Yeah. I think
really?
So. Yeah.
All right. How many? Well, I mean, based on our experience, those were not optimal chicken nuggets, but you may not always get the best chicken nuggets as a chicken nugget taste tester like this kid wants to be.
I think you would eat them right out of off the grill.
Okay.
Right out of the fryer, I think you would have them.
What was our problem when we tried to eat 100?
They sat around for too long and got cold and soggy.
They got oversteamed.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was really bad.
And they got super salty too.
We learned if you're going to try to eat 100 nuggets in 3 hours, you have to try to eat like 70 of them in the first 10 minutes.
You vomit?
You have to try to crush. That day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came back up, right?
Yeah, it was bad. It didn't go well.
Did we have an anti-dipping policy?
No, you could do what you wanted, but after a while, the dip was just making it even worse. The nuggets nuggets are fantastic. This is not an indictment of the nugget. But if you let it sit around for 2 hours, it struggles. The nugget does not hold up.
No, it did not.
No.
Number 4.
UFC last night. Did you go?
I did. Actually had a friend on the card, so I'm going to go see him.
Oh, you did? Oh, you have friends on the card? Okay. Yeah. Is there some wrestler on there?
Yeah.
Who is this kid?
Bo Nickel. Maybe one of the best MMA prospects to ever come around.
Really?
And
for you to say that means something because you've seen a lot of fighters.
And incredibly cocky, which I kind of like.
Yeah, I saw your text that he was a minus 3,000 favorite, and when you rolled it by the kid, he was like, I should have been minus 10,000.
He called it disrespectful. So he said, I said, I don't know how into the betting markets you are. And he goes, yeah, I dabble. And I was like, okay, well, you were a minus 3,000 favorite. I don't know if you know what that means. He goes, oh, I know what it means. And he goes, I found it very disrespectful. So I said, oh, like to your opponent to say he has no chance? No. I said, I should have been at least minus 10,000 in this fight. He had no chance against me.
What's his background?
3-time NCAA champion.
Where?
Wrestler. I think it's Penn State. I could be wrong. I don't follow wrestling at all in college. I just know he's a 3-time national champion, which is incredible.
Any hands in the background?
No, but his first fight, I watched it, the replay of it, just knocked a dude cold. Now, nobody that he's fighting with now can compete with him. That's the problem that they have. So he was 1-0. They put him on the Contender Series yesterday in the main event because they knew people would watch and want to check him out. He destroyed this poor dude. The guy had no chance. And the guy was 3-0, but he had no chance against Nickel. And it was just one of those scenarios where, hey, it's your second fight. We're going to put you on the Contender Series and see how you do. And they were never going to sign him to a contract. However, he's under contract. Like the Contender Series, I think, is a very cool concept, and they do a good job of like finding new talent. But they also do lock in some of these guys.
Right.
Like he's under contract.
Okay. So he's already set. Ryan McKinnell reacted. He said, the idea that this guy, a multi-time national champion, has to prove himself is laughable. UFC signs anyone, they'll take a warm body on short notice. Bo Nickel as a prospect carries more shine than some of the champs. Gross. Overreaction by the very emotional Ryan McKinnell.
Yeah, well, if you're going to look at Contender Series as just a pure, let's find the next talent, then sure. But are we missing the point that it's a TV show? They want ratings, right? This is the biggest prospect they could possibly have. Why not put him on the Contender Series and sell it as, hey, he's only had 2 fights. He needs a little bit more seasoning. And then you'll tune in and watch him destroy some other poor kid in a couple of weeks on the next Contender Series episode. And then he'll move forward. Like, this kid is an unreal prospect. Now, who knows what that means? Because I can run the name Aaron Pico by you. You may know who it is.
I know who he is, yeah.
Very few people actually do at this point.
He didn't work out.
He was supposed to be the greatest thing that ever happened in MMA. Now, he's still young.
Yeah.
He still could be. But everybody said at the beginning, this guy should be fighting for a title right now. Like, slow down. There is still seasoning involved. These are still high-level athletes.
They are.
And let's let the kid develop a little bit. He wasn't freaked out about it. I will say this. Even Dana White said to the media last night, you guys are more upset than he is. Because every single person in the press conference, what could he have done? What more did you want to see from him to give him a contract? He wants to bring him back because ESPN wants him on the Contender Series. That's it. Like, I get it, but relax a little bit.
Number 3.
Can I go back in the vast audio database here at Lotus Broadcasting?
Maybe, but it's hard to find anything in there. So
we have it. You and I both laughed at Colin Cowherd's hat on backwards theory.
Sure.
So remember this, and we apologize for the audio quality, but Cowherd theorizing Carson Wentz, because he's a hat on backwards guy, like going in front of potential partners and trying to pitch himself.
First of all, you should wear it forward because it protects your eyes. Isn't that why you wear it? But let me just ask you. Let's say twice a year the Eagles ask Carson Wentz to meet with advertisers and suite holders. That's what teams do. Hi, I'm Carson Wentz. It's nice to meet you, sir. Oh, you run Chevron. It's nice to meet you, sir. You run Geico Insurance. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Carson Wentz. Oh, Bank of America CEO. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you. My name is Carson Wentz. Thank you.
Okay. So the thought is, hey, you go in with a hat on backwards, you're going to look like a jackass. This is Cowherd's impression of Carson Wentz going in with the hat on backwards and the kind of the aura he gives off.
Or, hey, so me and the boys had beers last week. I'm the quarterback. What you got here? Bank of America. I've never been to a bank. You tell me there's not a difference between this look as a franchise quarterback and this look.
There you go. We're both hat on backwards today. I am hat on backwards mesh snapback.
That's egregious, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Heard too.
Yeah.
What do we have on this one?
You can't wear the trucker hat backwards.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, you can't. Well,
I do whatever I want.
You can. You can't.
I do whatever I want.
It looks preposterous.
No, it
especially
doesn't.
with the weird tuft of hair.
I love the
that
tuft of hair.
floats out.
I love the tuft of hair that comes out of the opening.
First of all,
this is me. This is 13-year-old me, 39 years later.
I am anti-snapback anyway.
I love snapback.
It's a terrible look. But if you have a snapback, you have to wear it the proper way. You have to hide that
looks pretty good.
Snap in the back.
We're rolling live video right now. That does look good with the tuft coming out.
Now, I have the other I will only wear fitted hats. Impossible to find one my size.
I can't do it because I have various hair sizes. So when my hair gets longer, it gets too tight. And then it's too loose when I get the buzz cut.
I can understand
snap.
that.
I need snapback. I need some adjustability.
I'm all fitted all the time.
Okay.
And I luckily have some people. There are also hats, by the way. Good Lord. And this is not inflation. Just the last
They're
5 years. Out of control.
Yes.
With the price of
and
hats.
I won't buy one that is more than $13. Someone else in the house, no limit.
Yeah, I've spent
he loves $37, $39, $42 hats.
Yeah, they're usually 40 to 45.
They're going to go down at some point.
I've spent a lot of money on hats. I fortunately have some connections that will give me hats now, and if they ever find massive fitted hats, I've got them. So I'm good.
So the mesh snapbacks are like very much in style. The trucker hats are very much in style.
Yeah, but you can't wear them backward.
Yes, you can.
No, those are proper. Those are forward-facing hats.
Okay, get to the
Fitted
story.
hats
Please.
are the backwards ones.
Get to the story.
So Kelly Olynyk wore a snapback hat backward.
Who, by the way, when you sent over your notes today, I was like, who the hell is Kelly Olynyk? But it's Kelly Olynyk, the NBA player.
Yes.
Who went to Gonzaga.
Yes.
All right, now I'm in.
Okay.
So he got married and he wore a hat backwards. Is that an issue?
No, I saw somebody on Twitter say, "Why is Kelly Olynyk wearing a hat backwards for his wedding?" And I said, "Because he's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great."
But
and then I look on it,
yeah.
and it's a snapback.
So that's
come on, man.
That's the thing that's insulting.
Yes, that's insane. You can't wear a snapback hat backward. That was the whole point. I was infuriated. I was so happy that somebody was finally, you know what? I don't care. Wedding, backwards hat, good, but not a snapback, man.
The barrier was broken.
Yes,
but not the right way.
Not the right way.
Number 2.
I saw a great bet available offshore. You can bet the NFL's last unbeaten team.
Okay.
Chargers are 5-1. They're the favorite. I don't even get this. The Chargers opening schedule, they open with the Raiders. What? Assuming they're going to win. Then they're at the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Jaguars, at Texans, at Browns, Broncos, Seahawks. They're going to be the last unbeaten team.
Well, I guess what they're saying is if they get through that Chiefs game,
then they
that's
have
a pretty
shot.
easy run.
Okay. Raiders. So Chiefs are 5-1 to be the last unbeaten team in the NFL. Raiders are 66-1.
The Raiders' schedule is pretty tough, especially at the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's very manageable, and they have to win the games in the middle. But the Raiders' start to the season is at Chargers, Cardinals home opener, at Titans, Broncos home, at Chiefs. Then it lightens up with the Texans. That's going to be tough to, because I think, what do you think? Last unbeaten team, 6-0, 7-0?
Could be more. I mean, you have the advantage. The Chiefs, as we've said, the whole schedule is brutal. Their first 7 games are almost impossible. So you can probably eliminate the Chiefs from this. So that's nice.
Number 1.
I think you wanted to keep going. Go.
No, it was just like, are you just done with this?
No, it was a quick pot. The Raiders' schedule at the beginning is very difficult. I don't think the Chargers are going to go unbeaten through 6 or 7 games. Someone will, though. Bucks are actually the second choice. Did we get an update on the Bucks backup center today? Because he went down.
Oh boy, that's not a good start to training camp.
No, since their starting center went down 5 seconds into practice to open preseason or training camp.
Yeah, and they're right now. I think they're doing their joint practices with the Dolphins, actually. So not good. The Raiders do have some joint practices coming up as well. That usually is the most physical and intense practices of your training camp. Especially, get ugly with Belichick and McDaniels going at it. Who knows? Especially if the offense is struggling and Belichick takes it out on them.
Should Belichick and McDaniels be required to wear some sort of Guardian helmet?
I think Oklahoma drill
with a Guardian helmet on.
Yeah, no Guardian. Just go.
You're looking for blood.
That'd be fun. I think McDaniels is younger and faster. I think he got him.
Belichick's pretty tough.
Scrappy.
As our John Von Tobel loves to say, he's got that big barrel chest, that big chest. Got a real crush on Belichick. All right, now number 1.
Definitely.
Number 1.
Hard Knocks episode 1. B+. Detroit Lions, B+.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think every year we judge episode 1 and then in retrospect realize it's just setting the table for the rest of the season.
Real stories are coming out.
Of course.
Aiden Hutchinson was featured, their top pick, kid from Michigan, local. I think he's going to be part of the show. We didn't see really any Jared Goff.
Well,
we didn't see
it's also, they should show Jared Goff every episode because obviously they need to get Kristen in, but it's his third time.
Right.
This is his third. He's been on Hard Knocks half of his seasons in his career. That's crazy.
And then we need to see the guys who are on the edge. We need to see other rookies and the guys who are on the edge of making the team.
Yeah, no doubt. And Jamal Libbs is going to be featured a lot. Obviously, they've zeroed in on him being an actual character. The coaching staff, because they're so familiar. Obviously, so many coaches on their staff are not just coaches and not just former players, but very prominent former players. So I feel like the coaching staff is going to be big stars on this series.
Deuce Staley, a coach, former running back in the NFL. Aaron Glenn, really good defensive back. He's the DC. Mark Brunell is working with the quarterback, so that was a pretty big name.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty star-studded group, and they were all lively. They were all lively. Listen, I love sports, right? And I love radio too. So like I can be driven to lunacy doing radio. Dan Campbell just talking about putting on the pads and contact, and trust me, my God, he was gonna cry.
We'll play anywhere. We'll play on grass. We'll play on turf. We'll go to landfill. Doesn't matter. And that's what we got to be. That's who we have to be. Because we'll tread water as long as it takes to bury you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man. That's all I think about is you guys and how I set you up for the best possible advantage I can give you to have a season. I swear to you, man. I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
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 He was gonna cry.
He was close. I think he did. There's some tears.
Then there was the angry moment where he's trying to get some focus. They're playing too much music.
Hey, put the music down. Put the music down. Turn the music off. Just to get him to turn the music up. Hey, stop. This is why we're doing fucking drill. This is mental work, man. We're not even locked in. It's bullshit, man. That's the whole point of this day.
Okay.
I feel like the DJ was fired. Just turn the music down.
I mean, you got earphones on. I can't hear you. Come on, coach.
Very into turning the music down.
My God.
He's like you with audio.
I get intense about audio. Okay, are you ready to give off of episode 1? Lots of people are rooting for the Lions. Are you ready to give the Lions the Hard Knocks bump and say they're going to go 7-10, 8-9? Say they're going to be better than their win total. Last year they won 3. 7 wins or 8 wins would be a great step forward. Hard knock bump. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I think they win the division.
Wow. Are you serious? You have a stupid look on your face. We're rolling video right now. People can watch this on Twitter. Are you trolling?
I think they can win the division.
I think you're trolling.
No.
Wipe the smile off your face. Look serious for a second and convince me.
They put great weapons around Goff. He seems confident. Campbell is motivated and fired him up. Like their defense is scrappy. Hutchinson's a superstar.
Now I'm just watching the screen. Our little video screen here.
Have you seen the reports on Okuda? Potentially the best corner in the NFL?
Well, that would be nice if he actually turned into a good player.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been good.
No.
He was a top 5 pick.
He will now. With some coaching, some motivation. Aaron Glenn leading the way.
I'm not ready.
Aaron Rodgers is dropping acid. The Vikings are talking trash about their quarterback. The Bears are a mess. Lions win the division.
I'm just staring at him, folks. If you're not watching our video right now, I'm just staring at him to see if he's going to break. If he's going to break this character.
I mean, where's Rodgers' mind at? Some Peruvian desert?
Okay, now I think he's kidding.
No.
Okay, I don't want to judge off of a reality show. It's a reality show.
You talk. I'm betting.
You're not going to bet. That's what I do.
I'm betting right now.
No, you're not going to do it.
Open up my app. See what we got. What number do you think I can get on him right now to win the division?
To win the division?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was it like 12-1? Higher?
I hope it's higher. That'd be great.
Seahawks were 15 to win the NFC West.
Oof.
The NFC North does kind of stink.
The NFC North.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm kind of bullish on the Vikings. What is it? Is it inside the 10-1?
Yeah.
What is it?
9.
Ah, the bump's already happened. People watch the show. They're already. Come on.
Should I do it?
Go ahead. This would be a great thing to follow.
Here's
but I'm going to tell you right now.
The only problem I have, first of all, it should be longer than 9-1. And I despise, this is one thing I despise about the apps, that every time you open it, it shows open tickets.
Yeah.
And you see that you have these open tickets. Like last year, I put some tickets in for some people.
Yeah.
On futures.
That is
and
rough.
Every time I open the app, you're like, oh yeah, you have the Kings to win the NHL title. This is not my bet. I don't even want to see it.
So I'm glass overflowing guy on the show. I just am. You're just a real sour dude. I got to tell you on the way back, I can't back the Lions. I based on what I saw last night, I didn't like a lot of that.
It's the Big 5 at 5, brought to you by Battle-Born Injury Lawyers. If you've been injured, call Justin Watkins at Battle-Born Injury Lawyers, 570-9000.
Hi, I'm Dave Mizrahi, owner of Best Mattress. You've heard all